An Executive Director, Center for Public Accountability, Olufemi Lawson, joins me on the news at 1. Good to have you join us. Mr. Olufemi Lawson, I want to be sure that you are there.
Yes, clearly.
All right, so let me start by getting your reaction to this drama we're now seeing unfolding in the conclusion of the Adamawa State Governorship election.
Well, good afternoon once again. Thanks for having me. One would have expected that the time made available between, the first election, the governorship election, and Saturday's supplementary poll in Adamawa would have been enough, to correct the anomalies which necessitated that election being declared inconclusive, during the main governorship election March. In March, where we had controversy around results from one local government and few other polling units in the state. But unfortunately, what we witnessed on Saturday indicated that those actors that necessitated what happened during the first election were still very much active and were at play. And that is why what ordinarily should have been concluded on the night of Saturday, when that election held, has dragged into 72 hours or thereabout after, because of the desperation on the part of some politicians to win this election. It's very unfortunate that Adamawa is being used to set another terrible example for elections in Nigeria. We had thought that scenarios like this were going to be last witnessed during the inglorious days of Maurice Iwu, and the INEC of them. But unfortunately, what Nigerians complained about on February 25th and the experiences of the March governorship and state house of assembly elections became worse with what has been demonstrated by politicians in connivance, unfortunately, with election officials in Adamawa State on Saturday.
And just from the March the 18th election, we saw the pressure, as it were, on the returning officer. It took quite a while, like hours, to even announce the results of the Fufore local government election. And one would have thought that this particular supplementary election would have put to rest all of that pressure and all of that drama we saw. But it seems to have heightened, and for already heightened political atmosphere. What is the implication of this?
Yes, unfortunately, these elections were conducted in just about 69 polling units or thereabout on Saturday. And just like you said, in what happened on Saturday now, it seems practically like the returning officer, who is statutorily empowered to declare a winner in this election, is now nowhere to be found. After the 10 local government results that were brought in on Saturday before the suspension of collation, he has gone into hiding. There was no statement or whatsoever or appearances from the returning officer. Now a rec, who ordinarily does not possess the power to do the job of the returning officer, have appeared on the scene to take over the role of the returning officer, and that is a recipe for anarchy, because the man empowered to do this job seems to be nowhere to be found. The man who is like a supervisor for the election, being the rec in the state, is now assuming an authority which ordinarily should not be his. It tells you that the electoral officials in Adamawa State have allowed themselves to be compromised, particularly by the major political actors in this election. And that is why we are experiencing this stalemate.
And all eyes are now on INEC to see what it would do to protect and restore the integrity of the process. Thank you so much for talking to us. Executive Director, Center for Public Accountability, Olufemi Lawson.